Okay, so a reasonably quiet day. I actually got quite a few targets. A lot of it's trash, but you know, we were digging, we got signals. Worst one was that was pretty straight when I pulled it out. Old carpet gripper. Stuck in the ground, it was about this much out, the rest of it was all underground. I got my shovel in there and I managed to lever the thing out. Damn thing. A few other bits I picked up around. That's iron chunks, whopping great pin, old shoe. Old U-clamp or something. A few irony sort of chunks. Don't know what that is. Could be an old nail. Might be interesting. Might be crap. So we'll have to clean it up. Little drawer handle. Puller. What this blooming thing? Not a bus bar or something. 200 amp. Screaming signal. A few shotty shells. Shrapnel. The usual alley can suspects, shot and shell bits. Did get a bullet, a few lead bullets, a few little bits of lead, tiny bits, load of air rifle pellets. I swear I've lost some because I've dug quite a few of those. Yeah, more lead, little 2.2 rifle casings. There's a load of them about. Button, that's completely done. Brassy, coppery stuff. That might have been a something or just a chunk of shrapnel. Not sure. I think that's shrapnel, but odds and sods. That's a bullet. Those are bits of bullet caps. A few little coins. They're moderns. Wing nut. That's cool. Little musket ball. Got a couple of them actually. A couple of square nails. A few people finding them. Obligatory ring pulls, little odds and sods of metal, but again, gonna need to clean some of them. Just see if there's any detail on them. It might have a bit of detail. It might just be a bit of crud, yeah. Who knows? But yeah, we'll give some of it a wipe up. Yeah, odd chunks. A few bits of alley. Big chunk of alley. I picked it up because someone left it on the side. Dug it out, swung it on the side. So we'll go in my alley bin then. So a chunk of whatever that was. Don't know. Again, I'll have to clean it up and see if it's anything or if it's just junk. Rusty. So I just cleaned off what looked like an encrusted lump of iron that's covered in this. And it's actually a roll of lead. Go figure. Little plate. Might have once had writing on. Who knows? At the moment it looks like it's just junk. Not heavy enough to be lead. That's lead. What being great lead bullet. It's something. That was a beast. Yeah, loads of little bits. A little cone. I don't know what that was off. Sort of interesting, but scrappy bits, broken buttons. Yeah, loads of little oddie bits. Again, I don't know if that's shrapnel or if that's something else. Got a little cross on there. Looks a bit thin for shrapnel. Yeah, compare it to a chunk of shrapnel, it ain't got the weight or the thickness. I don't think it was shrapnel, but it was something at some time. But yeah, loads of little bits and pieces, but most of it is crap. That will go in the scrap bin. So these were the slightly better finds. Right, so these are the slightly better finds. So again, we've got some coins, but a little bit older. Oh, not that one, that's a penny. Got a George, ship halfpenny, or ship halfpenny. I think that's just a washer. looks like a washer. Couple of buttons. Couple of old buttons. These are nice. So these are possibly like Tudor or something. So that's pretty old. There's the other one. That's the other one. So it looks a bit like a musket ball, but it's got a little hole in the bottom. I thought it might have been a pinhead or something like that, but apparently it's a button. Very old. So yeah, a couple of old buttons. I've got this. A little bit of lead. I don't know if that was a shank on the back, if that was a lead button. It could be interesting. Or it's just a bullet and it's hit something and gone splat. It looks too flat, you know what I mean? It could be impacted. Yeah, lead bullets. Chunk of whatever that is. Yeah, could be shrapnel. Couple of odd bits and pieces. A few bits of lead. Tiny little bullet. 3p. Another George, a bit toasty. That's a farthing, I do believe, and that's another one. That one's actually slightly smaller, it's corroded away, so but a pair of farthings there. Yeah, good size musket ball. Oh, that was the other button. Another old button. That one feels more hollow, these ones are solid. So yeah, those are the more reasonable finds. I want a tiny little bit there. What's that? What's that? A shotty centre. Let's flip it over. I don't know. I don't know what a shotty centre. But yeah, I mean that Equinox 900, it's pulling that out of the ground. That was a little way down. Yeah. So I've got these bits. Someone was saying they might be fibula, but I think that's a bit of a buckle. That's the turn there. That's where that would have turned. So that would have been a buckle. I don't know if we're talking some age there, Georgian or something maybe, but yeah, it looks like a bit of buckle. I'm assuming that was probably the same. So again, yeah, it might be a bit of fibula, but I think more than likely a bit of buckle. It's been bent up and broken. Then the find of the day, best bit. Nice little silver cufflink. 1/2 of a cufflink anyway. Unfortunately it's got one of its spikes, not the other one. Not cleaned it yet. And it has got a little bit of damage on one edge, but nothing too substantial. But we found it anyway. So a little bit of silver to end the day, you know. It's better than the normal buttons, you know, the little 4 rollers. So there you go. So, you know, although it was a bit of a quiet day and it seemed like there weren't a lot of signals, actually got quite a lot of targets up. I mean, there's a lot of targets just in that pile there. Yeah, just in all there, you know, quite a lot of targets. So we've done all right. You know, mainly trash, but that is 90% of what we dig. So there we go. Right, I'll catch you all on my next go out, and bye for now. Alright, well, thanks for watching Life of Dave, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye for now.